Everything has changed.
We're still together, yet we're apart.
Being apart is tough. We're human. We're here to make connections, live together, learn together.
We at Blackpool and the Fylde College are virtually by your side.
As a Blackpool and the Fylde College student, you're never alone. While we're in lockdown, we're also helping unlock your potential, building futures.
And we're doing it together.
We are all growing together.
We used to talk about B&FC having a sense of community like no other large college in the UK, but in the weeks we've been apart, we've not only felt it, we've seen it.
We've always knew our students were remarkable, but you've exceeded our expectations. Students supporting the community, striving for excellence. Everything has changed.
We're still together, yet we're apart.
Being apart is tough. We're human. We're here to make connections, live together, learn together.
We at Blackpool and the Fylde College are virtually by your side.
As a Blackpool and the Fylde College student, you're never alone. While we're in lockdown, we're also helping unlock your potential, building futures.
And we're doing it together.
We are all growing together.
We used to talk about B&FC having a sense of community like no other large college in the UK, but in the weeks we've been apart, we've not only felt it, we've seen it.
We've always knew our students were remarkable, but you've exceeded our expectations. Students supporting the community, striving for excellence in exceptional environments.
Here in Blackpool, we live in an extraordinary place. That shore, the tower, our peers, our communities.
They make us who we are.
And it's because we're so fortunate that this new way of doing things is even more of a challenge. It makes you realise what great things we shared together.
The fun we had, the games we played, the work we did, the songs we sang.
And we'll sing again. While it might feel like forever, this situation is only temporary. We'll all be back together before you know it.
Learning new lessons, playing new games, singing new songs.
Because if there's one thing we've all learned, it's that we're better together.
Blackpool and Ford College. Ready when you are.
Hello everyone and welcome to the Big Blackpool Quiz. We're on week 2 of the Big Blackpool Quiz today, and I hope we've got some people who are joining us again from last week. Hello to you, and hello to anyone who's joining us for the first time today. If you don't know me, my name's Callum Morley. I'm the Student Engagement Coordinator at Blackpool and Ford College. I was previously the Students' Union Sabbatical Officer for 2 years running. Hello to everyone who's joining us from Blackpool today. Hopefully there's quite a few of you, I would expect. And then anyone who's joining us from further afield, you're right. Sorry, that was a northern joke. If you're joining us for the first time, just a little bit of background about the Big Blackpool Quiz. So, obviously, we're in unprecedented times. Our college is closed and we've switched to online learning with all of our students. Throughout that time, the Student Union have still been meeting virtually to discuss how we can better support students and fun things that we can do while you're all in isolation. So one of the things that we started a few weeks ago was the Show Kindness campaign. The Show Kindness campaign is about promoting random acts of kindness, and especially in this time, I think it's so important that we are putting out messages there about kindness and being kind with one another. That then stemmed into creating a Show Kindness Hub, which is an online platform. It's on our website. You can go and view it, but don't go until after this quiz. But that's filled with lots of information on there and different things that you can get involved in. There's cooking challenges on there. There's meditation on there. There's fitness on there, although I'm not doing well with my fitness. I haven't been keeping up with that, but hopefully soon. But yes, the Show Kindness Hub, we've got messages from staff, students and alumni on there as well. Just sending positive vibes to everyone during this period. What that then ensued over to was the students asking if they could have a online quiz, because these have been very popular on Facebook and all different platforms. So I obviously said yes, and then within 2 weeks learned how to use all this. But obviously, if you were here counting down until 7:30, you heard the obvious audio issues. So yes, we're still having some technical difficulties, although hopefully from now on we will not. That will be the only one, although I won't promise that. We might have some technical difficulties, but you know what? It's all a learning process. If there's anything that I learned from last week, it's that any computing students out there who've got advice, please send me emails and tell me how bad my audio is on my stream, and tell me how to be better. Yes. So they asked for the quiz. Last week we started our quiz. We launched it at 8 o'clock at night. We were joined by a few surprise guests. We had people from Dancing on Ice, Britain's Got Talent, the famous Funny Girls, and they read out some of the questions, and you guys seemed to really enjoy it. So we're here for a second week, and the theme this week is a trip to the movies. So I hope you have all been reading up on your movie trivia. I hope up until the run at 8 o'clock that you've grabbed yourself a drink and you've grabbed yourself some food, you've eaten. Grab yourself a pen and pad as well, because you're going to need it. Now, as I said, last week we did have some guests, but this week we do not. You're just going to have to put up with my lovely face. I'm very sorry about that, but that's the way the cookie crumbles. We will have 5 rounds tonight. There are 10 questions in each round. This should take around an hour. We will have a 5-minute break after all the questions before the answers. Obviously, this quiz, if you've had a look on our website and read up about it, is supporting NHS Charities Together. We do have a link on our website. So if you go to www.studentsunionblackpool.co.uk/bbquiz, you'll find all the information about the quiz, but you'll also find a link to our Just Giving page where you can donate to NHS Charities Together. Also, on that part of the website, there is a section where you can suggest a theme. So the theme this week, as I said, is a trip to the movies. That was actually suggested by students, and that's why we're doing it today. But if you want to suggest a theme like Harry Potter, Disney, music, My Little Pony, I don't know what you guys are into, but send us a suggestion because that'll keep it fresh and something that you'll be wanting to come back and see. I don't know if people saw on our social media, but I think we would be remiss to add about what happened on our social media yesterday and with a lot of other people's social media yesterday as well. So we blacked out our profile picture and our banner to show solidarity with what's going on in the world recently. I know it's a topical issue for a lot of people, including ourselves at the college, our students and everyone worldwide. And I just wanted to take this opportunity to say that there are ways for you to get involved in campaigning against racism. And if you're sat there thinking, well, what can I do? In the video description of this YouTube video, I've included a few links there so you can see what UK charities there are, how you can go and support them, and different things like that. As I said in the statement yesterday on social media, racism has no place at BFC, in our community, in our country, or in this world, and we all need to stand together in solidarity and eradicate hatred. But that's all that I'm going to mention on that tonight. Obviously, how to play. I hope you've all been watching the video before we got started today. So firstly, you need to grab a pen and paper. Something like this. This has got all my notes on, including some of the answers, but don't worry, we're on that page. There's no cheating. That is the second thing. Don't Google the answers. Cheating, you're just cheating yourself. This is all for fun. So have fun, please. Don't Google the answers. Let's have fun. You can play on your own or against others. So if there's other people in your household, don't just think that this is for B&FC students and staff. It's for everyone in the community. That's why it's called the Big Blackpool Quiz, trying to include everyone. Blackpool is a seaside town. Lots of people come here for their holidays, and we want to include as many people in this as possible. So if you do have people in your household, ask them to come in, pull up a pen, pull up a seat, get a pen and paper, and just sit down and do the quiz with them. Compete against one another. Or even better, why don't you call your family on a Skype call or a Zoom call, or however you call one another, and do the quiz online together. I mean, all you have to do is have me stuck in the background. I'll be chit-chatting away. I mean, right now, I can't hear any of you. So, yeah, you can just chat away. I won't hear any of the conversations. And then just a reminder that there is no prizes for tonight's quiz. It is all just for fun. So, no, there's no money prizes or anything like that. But if you are a B&FC student, if you do go to the Show Kindness Hub that I mentioned earlier, there are some competitions on there where you could possibly win a Love to Shop voucher. So go and head over there after the quiz and make sure that you check that out. Right, we're going to go back to the ads, and then in 5 minutes' time, ladies and gentlemen, I'll be back with the Big Blackpool Quiz. So get yourselves ready. You have 5 minutes until I am back. Okay, see you later.
Everything has changed.
We're still together, yet we're apart.
Being apart is tough. We're human. We're here to make connections, live together, learn together.
We at Blackpool and the Fylde College are virtually by your side.
As a Blackpool and the Fylde College student, you're never alone. While we're in lockdown, we're also helping unlock your potential, building futures.
And we're doing it together.
We are all growing together.
We used to talk about B&FC having a sense of community like no other large college in the UK, but in the weeks we've been apart, we've not only felt it, we've seen it.
We've always knew our students were remarkable, but you've exceeded our expectations. Students supporting the community, striving for excellence in exceptional environments.
Here in Blackpool, we live in an extraordinary place. That shore, the tower, our peers, our communities.
They make us who we are.
And it's because we're so fortunate that this new way of doing things is even more of a challenge. It makes you realise what great things we shared together.
The fun we had, the games we played, the work we did, the songs we sang.
And we'll sing again. While it might feel like forever, this situation is only temporary. We'll all be back together before you know it.
Learning new lessons, playing new games, singing new songs.
Because if there's one thing we've all learned, it's that we're better together.
Blackpool and the Fylde College. Ready when you are.
Hello and welcome back. We're 1 minute away from starting the quiz. So just to reiterate the rules. Rule number 1, you need a pen and paper. So grab yourself a pen and paper and then just mark them down. After each round, I'll give you a few seconds. Well, of the answer, I'll give you a few seconds to add them all up, but we don't need to know that right now. I'm getting ahead of myself. Rule number 2, don't Google the answers. You're only cheating yourselves. If you do, this is an hour quiz. If you manage to Google all the answers in the time it takes to do this quiz, hats off to you. So if you do cheat, please let me know that you cheated on every single question, and then I'll call you out in the comments. Again, you can play on your own or against others. And finally, there are no prizes for tonight. It is just for fun. But without further ado, let's get into the questions. So, round 1 is general knowledge. Remember, this quiz is based on movies. So, round 1, general knowledge, all about movies. Question 1, let's go. Question 1. Who voices Woody in Toy Story? That's question 1. Who voices Woody in Toy Story? Pretty sure we had a Toy Story question last week as well. There's a theme here. Question number 2. Who directed Titanic, Avatar, and The Terminator? Question 2. Who directed Titanic, Avatar, and The Terminator? If you were here last week, yes, the questions were hard. I think the highest someone got was 38. This week it's a little bit tamer. We'll see how many you get. But question 3. Frozen is set in which fictional kingdom? Question 3. Frozen is set in which fictional kingdom? That's Frozen 1, not Frozen 2. And that come out just before Christmas last year. Question number 4. What type of car is Herbie? Question number 4. What type of car is Herbie? Now for all of those out there, adults who might have children who are sitting watching this quiz and questioning who is Herbie, I feel ya. Anyway, question number 5. What was the first film to be released in the Marvel Cinematic Universe? Question 5. What was the first film to be released in the Marvel Cinematic Universe? What is it, please? We're halfway through round 1. Question 6. Who replaced Richard Harris as Dumbledore in the Harry Potter films? Who replaced Richard Harris as Dumbledore in the Harry Potter films? Question 7. What are the first names of the 2 children in the Addams family? Question 7. What are the first names of the 2 children in the Addams family? Not that anyone wants to know this, but last year I performed at the Grand in Blackpool and we did the Addams family and I played Uncle Fester. I ended up tripping on stage and having to crawl off it. So that was fun. Anyway, question 8. What was the highest grossing film worldwide in 2019? What was the highest grossing film worldwide in 2019? We have 2 questions left in this round. That was question 8 and question 9. Which colour pill does Neo swallow in The Matrix? Question 9. Which colour pill does Neo swallow in The Matrix? Question 10. Which of Disney's 7 dwarfs does not have a beard? Question 10. Which of Disney's 7 dwarfs does not have a beard? Fun fact, before we do these quizzes, I like to try the questions out on my housemate. She didn't get this one right. That's all I'm going to say. Anyway, we're moving on now to round 2. And round 2 is picture round. So these pictures are all movie posters. If you joined in last week, you know the situation. I'm going to show you a poster. You have got to guess the film. So there are 10 questions. 10 pictures. And the first picture is... What is this film? I should say that the picture round, all these films were nominated or received Oscars last year. So for those who have been brushing up on their Oscars knowledge, you might get these. Picture 2. Picture 3. This is a fantastic film. If you haven't seen it, I highly recommend you do. Renee Zellweger, absolutely amazing in this film. But what is the film? Picture number 4. This one's quite difficult. But there are clues there. A Golden Globe nominee, Scarlett Johansson. What could she possibly have been in last year that qualified her to be nominated, or this movie to be nominated, for an Oscar? And the next one. The movie that no one knew that they needed, but we definitely needed it. And I should say, because last week's picture round, everyone was saying that I was giving points away willy-nilly. If you want the points for this round, you have to have the full title. The full title. If you don't have the full title, you can have half a point. There you go. I'm not being Mr. Nice. What's this one? Again, another sensational film that came out last year. I went to see it at the cinema in Cleveland's. Very emotive. Very good directing style. Sorry, I'm becoming a little bit of a nerd. But what is this film? And the next one. For women on there. Fun little fact, this movie is actually a musical as well. It is a book as well. And when I studied at Blackpool and Ford College, this was one of the musicals that they had done. So anyone who was around that time, you might be able to guess what this is. There's your little clue. And the next one. Three amazing actresses, but what is the film? This one? Believe it or not, this is a comedy. One that I haven't seen, but I wish I had seen it at the cinema. I think it just came out before we went into lockdown. Although that could be a lie. Well, obviously it's a lie if it came out last year for the Oscars. It's been a long day. And the next one. What is the title of this movie? It was nominated for an Oscar. I believe this one won an Oscar as well. Each of these rounds gets progressively harder. This is the 10th picture, so we're about to move into round 3. But I'll give you a few more seconds because I think people will be scratching their heads at home as to what this one is. But yes, what is this movie? Film. Short film. Hint, hint. Now we move into round 3. And round 3, what is it, please? It is the Oscars. We're heading to the Oscars, so these are all questions based on the Oscars, past and present. So we will start with question number 1, which is... Question 1. Who won the Oscar for Best Actor for playing Hannibal Lecter? Who won the Oscar for Best Actor for playing Hannibal Lecter? Hannibal Lecter. I think that's quite an easy one. Question number 2. The card in the envelope for Best Animated Feature said that the Oscar goes to Wreck-It Ralph. Which film should have been in the envelope? Told you, the questions get harder. This is only question 2. So question 2. The card in the envelope for Best Animated Feature said that the Oscar goes to Wreck-It Ralph. Which film should have been in the envelope? Question 3. Julie Andrews picked up the Oscar for Best Actress after her first film performance. Which film did she win the award for? Question 3. Julie Andrews picked up the Oscar for Best Actress after her first film performance. Which film did she win the award for? Question 4. Which American actress in 2010 opened her acceptance speech with this line? Did I really just earn this? Or did I just wear you all down? Thank you, I'll be accepting my Oscar soon for my American accent. You're very welcome. I'll even do it again for you. Which American actress in 2010 opened her acceptance speech with this line? Did I really just earn this? Or did I just wear you all down? It's a brilliant impersonation, so even if you don't know who it is, by my impersonation, you should know. That's how it works. Question number 5. Who is the only actress to win an Oscar for playing someone born a man? Question 5 is, who is the only actress to win an Oscar for playing someone born a man? Question number 6. The Harry Potter movies have received an Oscar nomination. Is this true or false? Question 6. The Harry Potter movies have received an Oscar nomination. True or false? If you've been thinking the questions are hard up until now, well, now you've got 50-50. True or false? You can't go in the middle. There's no maybe option. It's either true or false. True or false. Question number 7. What year was the first Academy Awards ceremony held? What year was the first Academy Awards ceremony held? Even if you don't know, please take a guess. Question 8. Who was the first actor/actress to win 4 Academy Awards? Who was the first actor/actress to win 4 Academy Awards? Do you know? Question number 9. What movie won the very first Academy Award for Best Picture? What movie won the very first Academy Award for Best Picture? That was question number 9. We're about to have one last question of this round before we move on to an even more entertaining round. If you want a hint as to what the theme is of the next round, if you thought my accent was bad, it's about to get worse. Question number 10. Which famous pop singer recently admitted to accidentally stealing a priceless diamond from Tiffany's when leaving the Oscars to go hang out with Madonna? Which famous pop singer recently admitted to accidentally stealing a priceless diamond from Tiffany's when leaving the Oscars to go hang out with Madonna? That was the end of round 3. We're now going for round 4, which is movie quote round. These are all going to be quotes from famous movies. And for this, I've prepared a little acting segment. I'm going to read the quotes for you in the style of the characters, just to help you, because these aren't easy, and I want you to at least get some. So I'll read the quote for you. So close your eyes, imagine, just think, listen to what I'm saying, and imagine picture the character in your head. It'll really help. Okay, here we go with round number 4. So here we are, number 1. My mama always said life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get. See? Spot on. I'll be the next one to be accepting my Oscar. I'm going to do that one for you again. I particularly like this one. My mama always said life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. Although this character didn't have the sassy head flip when doing this line. Quote number 2. I am your father. That was quote number 2. What movie is this quote from? I hope you're loving all my impersonations. And if you're not, well, there's 8 more, so. Number 3. I'll never let go, Jack. I'll never let go. Can you guess which movie it is? I know. I'll do it again. Some of you might not get it. I'll even use a prop. I'll never let go, Jack. I'll never let go. Which movie is this quote from? Quote number 4. Okay. I've got a bedside fan, so imagine this. Get in, loser, we're going shopping. Was that the right accent? Probably not. That was probably 3 accents into one. If anyone knows me, they know I'm really bad at accents. So we're going to try that one again. Get in, loser, we're going shopping. There we go. And that is now on the internet forever. Which movie is that from? We're going to go with quote number 5, which is... Oh, this is a serious one. Really got to get into it. It's a bit of a hard one, but I'm going to turn down my microphone a tiny bit for this one. It's... Stop thinking about what I want, what he wants, what your parents want. What do you want? You're welcome. I'll do that one again, and I'll follow up with the repliers line. Stop thinking about what I want, what he wants, what your parents want. What do you want? It's not that simple. What movie is that from? Your guess is as good as mine. Quote number 6. I'm going to go straight into the microphone for this one. They're here. What movie is this from? I'll do it again. They're here. We could do the rest of the quiz like this. Some people like ASMR, apparently. We won't do it for this one, though. Maybe suggest it as a theme. Anyway, quote number 7, not question. Oh, I was just watching this before I came up to do the quiz, just so I could get it right. So here we go.
I'm not bad. I'm just drawn that way. I'm not bad. I'm just drawn that way.
You're welcome. Tell you, when we can go back to college, I'm going to have absolutely no street cred. I'm going to have people doing that up and down the corridors. I can see it coming now. Number 8. When life gets you down, do you know what you've got to do? Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming, swimming, swimming. What do? We swim. I'm not doing that one again. So easy, you should get it. Question 9. No, quote 9. Oh, this is another serious one. Make sure that the microphone's a little bit dimmer for this one. I'm mad as hell and I'm not going to take this anymore. It's an older film. It's still colour. I haven't watched it, but I've watched this speech. It's quite a famous speech. Some might say that it links to today's circumstances. But yes, the quote is, I'm mad as hell and I'm not going to take this anymore. That was quote number 9. Quote number 10. Oh. Now really, it's rude enough being alive when no one wants you, but showing up uninvited to a wedding. That was quote number 10. I'll do it again. Now really, it's rude enough being alive when no one wants you, but showing up uninvited to a wedding. I think I'm doing more of an accent from like the Broadway version. That's why you might not correlate this with the character. And for that I can only apologise. But we're going to move past this and we're going to move into round 5. So, round 5, ladies and gentlemen. Let me just make sure my camera goes back to the way that it was. Round 5 is ultra general knowledge. So, everyone should get these. Obviously, it's ultra general knowledge. A little bit harder. It does start off with a bit of an easy one, but progressively gets harder. So hopefully you know some of these. But here is question number 1. Question 1. Who directed both Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom and The Colour Purple? Who directed both Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom and The Colour Purple? Now, for those who are looking at the way that I've spelled colour, that is the American way of spelling it, and that is the way that the film is actually spelled. So yes, that was question number 1. Question number 2. Who played the role of Eva Peron in the 1996 movie of Evita? Who played the role of Eva Peron in the 1996 movie of Evita? Also a stage musical. Although I'm pretty sure the movie's a musical. I wouldn't know. I refuse to watch it. Apparently it's notoriously bad. And funny enough, what people say it's because of the person who plays Eva Peron. But question 3. Which actress almost died on set when a fog machine went haywire, almost killed a sound guy after itching her butt on a sacred rocks, and tripping up the stairs when going to receive her Oscar? Question 3. Pretty long one. Which actress almost died on set when a fog machine went haywire, almost killed a sound guy after itching her butt on sacred rocks, and tripped up the stairs when going to receive her Oscar? That was question number 3 of round 5. We have 7 questions left, and then we're going to take a bit of a break, and then we'll be back with the answers. Question 4. The 2019 film Pet Sematary is based on a book by which author? My apologies. Question 4. The 2019 film Pet Sematary is based on a book by which author? Question 5. What is the first name of Samuel Jackson's character in the Quentin Tarantino movie Pulp Fiction? What is the first name of Samuel Jackson's character in the Quentin Tarantino movie Pulp Fiction? That was question number 5. Question number 6. Midsummer is a 2019 horror set at a festival in which European country? Midsummer is a 2019 horror set at a festival in which European country? I just watched this last week. It's available on Amazon Prime. Would recommend. If anyone's watching it, I've got serious questions that need to be answered, but I feel like it's one of them that they'll never get answered. But yeah, if you're of age, please do go and watch it. It's very interesting. Question number 7. What pop vocal group performs at the wedding in Bridesmaids? What pop vocal group performs at the wedding in Bridesmaids? No, I know what all of you are doing. You're singing the song right now, but you can't think of what the pop band is called. Someday somebody's gonna make you want to turn around and say goodbye. Again, you're welcome. That was no help. But yeah. Question number 8. What is the name of the courtesan played by Nicole Kidman in Moulin Rouge? What is the name of the courtesan played by Nicole Kidman in Moulin Rouge? We have 2 questions left. Question number 9. In the movie Contact, after Ellie first goes through the wormhole, who does the figure look like that approaches her on the beach? In the movie Contact, after Ellie goes through the wormhole, who does the figure look like that approaches her on the beach? If you haven't watched the movie Contact, please go and watch it. It's amazing. Question number 10, our final question of round 5 and the final question of this quiz, and it is: who composed the movie music used in the movies Interstellar, Gladiator, and The Lion King? Who composed the movie music used in the movies Interstellar, Gladiator, and The Lion King? Now, that is the end of the quiz. We are going to take a little bit of a break. So if you've wrote some of them questions down and you need to go and think about them, go and think about them now and write your answers down. But please do not go and Google the answers. We'll be back in 5 minutes. Grab yourself a drink, a snack, whatever you need to. And I shall see you in 5 minutes' time.
Everything has changed.
We're still together, yet we're apart.
Being apart is tough. We're human. We're here to make connections, live together, learn together.
We at Blackpool and the Fylde College are virtually by your side.
As a Blackpool and the Fylde College student, you're never alone. While we're in lockdown, we're also helping unlock your potential, building futures.
And we're doing it together.
We are all growing together.
We used to talk about B&FC having a sense of community like no other large college in the UK, but in the weeks we've been apart, we've not only felt it, we've seen it.
We've always knew our students were remarkable, but you've exceeded our expectations. Students supporting the community, striving for excellence in exceptional environments.
Here in Blackpool, we live in an extraordinary place. That shore, the tower, our peers, our communities.
They make us who we are.
And it's because we're so fortunate that this new way of doing things is even more of a challenge. It makes you realise what great things we shared together.
The fun we had, the games we played, the work we did, the songs we sang.
And we'll sing again. While it might feel like forever, this situation is only temporary. We'll all be back together before you know it.
Learning new lessons, playing new games, singing new songs.
Because if there's one thing we've all learned, it's that we're better together.
Blackpool and the Fylde College. Ready when you are.
Looking for our next Students' Union Sabbatical officer. We have two candidates and they are looking for your votes. We have the lovely Rachel Minnis and Bryony Monaghan. Their manifestos are available now on our website for you to go and read if you're a B&FC student, and go vote. Just see the link down here and you can go and vote for them after the quiz, because we still need to get to the answers. So without further ado, let's go with some answers. So after each round, I'll give you a few extra seconds so you can tally up your scores for that round, so it'll make it easier for you to get your final score. At the end of this, make sure to put your score in the comments. We do want to know what you got. But without further ado, we'll go with round one, which was general knowledge. So, question one: who voices Woody in Toy Story? Does anyone know the answer? It is indeed Tom Hanks. If you got this wrong, question yourself. Question 2. Who directed Titanic, Avatar and The Terminator? The answer is James Cameron. Question number 3. Frozen is set in which fictional kingdom? Do you know? Well, I'm about to tell you. It is indeed Arendelle. Question 4. What type of car is Herbie? Kids, if you've got this right, congratulations, because it is a Volkswagen Beetle. Question number 5. What was the first film to be released in the Marvel Cinematic Universe? The answer to that is indeed Iron Man, and that was in 2008. Question number 6. Who replaced Richard Harris as Dumbledore in the Harry Potter films? It was Michael Gambon. Question number 7. What are the first names of the 2 children in the Addams family? They are Wednesday and Pugsley. There's recently just been an animated film in the cinema. Last year. Question 8. What was the highest grossing film worldwide in 2019? The answer: Avengers Endgame. Question number 9. Which colour pill does Neo swallow in The Matrix? See, I spelt colour right there. Not the American way, but the answer to this question is it's a red pill. He had to choose between red and blue, and he chose red. Question 10. Which of Disney's 7 dwarfs does not have a beard? Now, as I said, my housemate got this wrong. She said, and I quote, because she came in after like a split second of me asking the question, and she said, happy. If you wrote happy, you got it wrong, because the answer is dopey, like she is, dopey. That's the end of round 1. Go ahead and tally up your scores. There's only 10 points in this round. How many did you get before we move on to round 2? And round 2, just to remind you, it was a picture round, and we were looking at movie posters and guessing what movies they were. These are all movies from last year's Oscars that were either nominated or won an award. And the first one was Joker. Not the Joker, just Joker. If you put the Joker, it's okay. I'll let you off. You can have a point. Picture round number 2. This is by Quentin Tarantino, and it is Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Haven't seen it yet. Really want to see it in the cinema, actually, but didn't get round to it. The next one, does anyone know which one this is? If you don't, you really need to go and have a look at it. It is, in fact, Judy, the biopic of Judy Garland, who had not such a nice life as The Wizard of Oz would make you believe. The next one. Anyone know which one this was? Or were you all sat there itching in your heads? It is, in fact, Marriage Story, and it was a movie on Netflix that got nominated for an Oscar. The ending is heartbreaking. But yeah, nice, but I found it heartbreaking. I cried. Doesn't take a lot. This film, we didn't know we needed it, but we needed it. It was, in fact, Toy Story 4. If you got Toy Story, I won't accept it. If you put Toy Story 4, you've got the point. Oh, what the hell. If you put Toy Story, you get half a point. Don't be there writing down the number 4 now. It's too late. There's too many new characters on that screen for you to think it was any of the others. What was this? Now, this is a hard one because half of it's cut out, but the title is in the main action. But it is 1917. If you haven't seen it, do go watch it. Amazing film. And the next one. A book, a musical, a film starring Emma Watson, and I can't pronounce her name, so I'm not even going to try, but it is in fact Little Women. I also think Meryl Streep's in it. Yes, Meryl Streep is in it as well. What is this one? 3 brilliant actresses. But what is the film? It is in fact Bombshell. If you got Bombshell, give yourself a point. And the next one. It's a comedy. What is it? It is in fact Jojo Rabbit. And the next one. Did anyone get this right? If you knew what this was, please put it in the comment section below. Because I thought this would be a really hard one and a really nice one to end it on. And if you haven't seen this, please do go watch it again. It is Hair Love. Hair Love. Now, that is the end of round 2. So if you just want to tally up your scores, you can even tally them up with the ones that you got in round 1. Let's see how many you got. Hopefully, I'm expecting to see high numbers this time. But without further ado, we will move into round 3, which was the Oscars, past and present. Question 1 was, who won the Oscar for Best Actor for playing Hannibal Lecter? It was none other than Anthony Hopkins. Question number 2. The card in the envelope for Best Animated Feature said that the Oscar goes to Wreck-It Ralph. Which film should have been in the envelope? The answer to that is Brave. If you've got Brave, give yourself a point. Question number 3. Julie Andrews picked up the Oscar for Best Actress after her first film performance. Which film did she win the award for? The answer is Mary Poppins. Another questionable accent by Mr. Calamari. Question number 4. We'll swiftly move on. Which American actress in 2010 opened her acceptance speech with this line? Did I really earn this, or did I just wear you all down? It was none other than Sandra Bullock. Question number 5. Who is the only actress to win an Oscar for playing someone born a man? The answer, Linda Hunt. Linda Hunt. Question number 6. The Harry Potter movies have received an Oscar nomination. True or false? It was 50-50, but it was true. I believe they were nominated for the first movie, and there was 3 awards, and then I don't think they were ever nominated again. So take that what you will. Question number 7. What year was the first Academy Awards ceremony held? This is probably a guess for most of you. It is 1929. Question number 8. Who was the first actor/actress to win 4 Academy Awards? The answer, Katharine Hepburn. Answer was Katharine Hepburn. Question number 9 of round 3. What movie won the very first Academy Award for Best Picture? And the answer was Wings. Question number 10. Which famous pop singer recently admitted to accidentally stealing a priceless diamond from Tiffany's when leaving the Oscars to go hang out with Madonna? Any guesses? It was in fact Miss Lady Gaga. That's the end of round 3. You can tally them up. She actually admitted to doing that on the Graham Norton show, I think last week. So last week her new album came out, Chromatica. Go buy it. It is a summer bop, as the kids say, and I do blast it in my car. So if you're waiting at the stop, feel free to laugh at me dancing to Lady Gaga's new album. But without further ado, we're going to move into round 4, which was... people have texted me about this round saying that they absolutely loved my impersonations. So I'll give them all again just for one last hurrah. But the quote number 1 was... My mama always said life's like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get. Which movie is this from, please? It was Forrest Gump. Quote number 2. I am your father. This was from the movie Star Wars Episode 5, Empire Strikes Back. If you didn't get the full title, you don't get a point. No, I'm only kidding. But if you did get the full title, if you got Star Wars, you have 1 point. If you got Star Wars Episode 5, you get 2 points. If you got Star Wars Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back, you've got 3 points. And if anyone says tomorrow that I'm giving out points willy-nilly, well, this is my quiz and I'll do what I like. But yeah, you can get 3 points for that one. So it's a 53-point quiz. Number 3. Prop again. I never let go, Jack. I never let go. Well, we all knew that there was room on that board for him, didn't we? And the movie was Titanic. Never let go, now let's go. Story of my life. Quote number 4. Oh, yeah. Get in, loser, we're going shopping. What movie is that from? It was, in fact, Mean Girls. Question number 5. Oh, turn down the microphone. Stop thinking about what I want, what he wants, what your parents want. What do you want? It's not that simple. Well, it is that simple, ladies and gentlemen, because the movie actually is The Notebook. I know. I did say close your eyes and you'll be able to picture it in your head. You'll just get it straight away. But yeah, that quote was from Notebook. Number 6. They're here. What movie is that from? It is none other than Poltergeist. Number 7. I'm not bad. I was just drawn that way. No, I'm just drawn that way. I'm shaking my shoulders because she does like shoulder shake and booty shake. And anyway, the movie's Who Framed Roger Rabbit. And yes, there should be a question mark on the end of that, but apparently I didn't have time. Quote number 8. When life gets you down, do you know what you gotta do? Just keep swimming, just keep swimming, just keep swimming, swimming, swimming. What is the answer? It's this. It's Finding Nemo. Quote number 9. I'm mad as hell and I'm not gonna take this anymore. Sorry for anyone who's just been deafened by me. But yes, this is a famous speech from a movie, and the movie is Network. Coincidentally, I haven't seen this. I need to go and watch it. Quote number 10. Now, really, it's rude enough being alive when no one wants you, but showing up uninvited to a wedding. That quote is from a movie, and it's from a musical, and I was supposed to perform this musical 2 weeks before we went into lockdown. And I was going to be saying this line because it is from Shrek, and I was going to be playing Lord Farquaad. But yeah, so it was going to be at the Blackpool Grand. Tally up your scores. You don't need to know my personal life. Go ahead, tally up your scores. Tally them up with the other 3 rounds. And we'll move on to round 5 very shortly. I hope you've enjoyed today's quiz. I've tried to make it as fun as possible. If you do have any suggestions, go over to the website, go send us a theme, or use that box to send us a suggestion. If you're going to suggest that I need to sort the audio out, well, Thanks. But anyway, we'll move on to round 5. And round 5 was ultra general knowledge. And question 1. Who directed both Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom and The Colour Purple? It was none other than Steven Spielberg. I'll be expecting my call after my performances in round 4. You're welcome. Question 2. Who played the role of Eva Peron in the 1996 movie of Evita? She's been mentioned in another question. It was Madonna. Famous for her acting skills. Question 3. Which actress almost died on set when a fog machine went haywire, almost killed a sound guy after itching her butt on sacred rocks, and tripped up the stairs when going to receive her Oscar? It was none other than the actress and legend Jennifer Lawrence. Please excuse me. Yes, Jennifer Lawrence was the answer to question 3. Question 4. The 2019 film Pet Sematary is based on a book by which author? I haven't seen the 2019 film, but I saw the original and amazing. But the author's name is none other than Stephen King, the king of horror, some might say. Question 5. What is the first name of Samuel Jackson's character in the Quentin Tarantino movie Pulp Fiction? The answer? Jules. 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 Question 6. Midsummer is a 2019 horror set at a festival in which European country? That country is Sweden. Again, available on Amazon Prime. No, not sponsored. Surprise, shock, we're not sponsored. But yes, do go and watch it if you're of age. Question 7. What pop vocal group performs at the wedding in Bridesmaids? What pop vocal group performs at the wedding in Bridesmaids? The answer is Wilson Phillips. Everyone's going, yeah. Question 8. What is the name of the courtesan played by Nicole Kidman in Moulin Rouge? The answer is Satine. Question 9. In the movie Contact, after Ellie first goes through the wormhole, who does the figure look like that approaches her on the beach? The answer? It looks like her father. Again, another great movie. Do go watch it. And we're here with question 10. Who composed the movie music used in the movies Interstellar, Gladiator, and The Lion King? This might have tripped some people up, but it is in fact Hans Zimmer. He composed the movie music. The songs that are so famous were written by Elton John, but the movie music was composed by Hans Zimmer. So yeah, just want to trip you up hopefully at the end. But go ahead, tally up all of your questions, get all your points, start commenting them down below, or if you've got us on social media, go and comment it on our posts on there. Love to see how many points that you've got. Yeah, we'll just move here. So again, thank you so much for joining us for week 2 and taking a trip to the movies with us. Things aren't open at the moment, so I hope this has brought a little bit of nostalgia back for some people who have seen these movies. Don't forget, you can go and suggest a theme down at our website right now and all week. We take in themes every single time. I know I've had a few through to the inbox. So we'll have a look at them and we will announce the theme on Saturday on our social media. So make sure that you're following us over there as well. Don't forget that this quiz is in aid of NHS Charities Together. So you can head over to our website, go to BB Quiz, and there's a link on there to donate through our Just Giving page. Don't forget, if you are a student of B&FC, that the election for the sabbatical officer is open now. It's open till next week on Friday at 5 p.m. You've got till then. But yeah, I believe that that's all we've got time for. Please do go and put your points in the comments below. Please come back next week at Wednesday at 8 p.m. But until then, have a great week and we'll see you next week. Bye.